okay, I'm fat, I'm naked, I'm sweaty, there is a helicopter outside that may or may not come back, and we're talking about Pokemon Go, I think. Okay, so, as you may guess, this is a naked vlog, courtesy of Trisha Hirschberger, who chooses our topics, and that helicopter is seriously annoying me, but I think it's too low for you to hear. And we are talking about, are you a Pokemon Go, or are you a Pokemon No? And before I forget, we're naked to prove that we are being open and honest and vulnerable, and that we're taking our guard down, or something like that. I don't know. That helicopter is just driving me absolutely nuts. So, I'm assuming you can guess that I'm a Poke-No. No Pokemons for Richard. And I will tell you why. The reason is that I don't have a smartphone. Yes, I know, I'm a caveman. You'd kind of expect that from a guy who's fat, sweaty, naked, and have this kind of stubble on a Friday morning, which is when I'm filming this. But yes, I am a Pokemon No. I do not collect Pokemon, I do not play Pokemon games, I do not care. Why? Because it's just something I never got into. I'm not a big fan of video games. And because you can't really make a video about the fact that something doesn't matter to you, because it doesn't matter to me so much that I mean literally, I don't have an opinion of Pokemon. If you want to do it, that's your business, and if you don't, that's your business. I have to come out with, what is my Pokemon? Everybody goes out there and that helicopter is just driving me nuts. Everybody comes out there and they get their Pokemon of some kind. Everyone's got their Pokemon. Back in my day, what you did was you collected action figures. That's what you did. Star Wars was my Pokemon when I was a 15-year-old or something. And everybody's like, oh yeah, Star Wars, Richard would love this. And they got me Star Wars crap. So that's the thing. So what everybody has their Pokemon. Some people, their Pokemon is books. They love books, so they chase after books all day. They buy books. They got huge stacks of... I'm one of those people. I'm surrounded by books, you know that. You can't see them, but this whole wall on this side of me is just books, books, books. Anyway, but that's not my Pokemon. I'm going to show you my Pokemon. Yes, can you see that? This is a crappy drawing. It is my crappy drawing. As indicated by right down here, there's the man alone. I haven't signed this yet, and I sign all of my drawings, despite the fact that they're absolutely crappy. This is part of a series I'm working on that I call The Goblins, and, you know, you could tell I'm no artist. But this is my thing. I mean, this is my Pokemon. When I want to relax, I sit down at my drafting table, and I draw something, and this particular goblin is going to be entitled Rat Tooth Axe, because he is, you probably can't see, but I drew him particularly large. I normally draw like 9 of these per page, but this particular goblin is wearing a body-length hide garment that is a small twig in the background. These are small plants, and what he is carrying is an axe made out of a rat's tooth. And you can see that there's various pieces of wood tied together. I think before I scan this into the computer and finalize it, I'm going to put another thatch at the bottom so that it can look more like it's multiple pieces of wood, because he is at rat scale. This is larger than he would actually appear. This is supposed to be a hazelnut shell on his shoulder. So obviously if he had just a singular twig, that singular twig would snap pretty easily. So what I've decided is that he would probably take multiple twigs and lash them together rather than using a larger twig, because one, it would be easier for a creature of this size to work, and two, it would just be a hell of a lot stronger. There's that helicopter. How rude! Well, we're not supposed to edit these, so I gotta leave that in. Me trying to be honest and genuine, but yeah. So what I'm doing with this series is I'm researching bone tools and stone tools, and basically looking at Stone Age humans and emulating them with these goblins. And people say they kind of look like humanized pigs. Actually, what this is a Honduran... Oh, for heaven's sake. Really? Really? Well, I guess I needed to pad the length of the video, right? So here it is. Nature has provided me a helicopter that I have to wait for this helicopter to go away, but I can't just stop talking. My life. Anyway, this is based on a Honduran white rat. A Honduran white bat. I've taken the shape of the nose and the ears from that. He's got little oil spot eyes, and he is a Paleolithic / Stone Age sort of a character. I designed stone and bone tools for these guys because just because you're making things out of stone doesn't mean you would stop making things out of bone. In fact, bone I think would be easier to work, so smaller things like buttons and fish hooks. But yeah, I'm doing research into what kind of tools this character would have, and I'm drawing these, and these are what are called post dates for me. So I go back into my blog, my comic blog, and I go, okay, what days have I not posted on in the past? And I'm filling in all those days, and I think I've got about 300 of those. So I'm going to draw about 300 of these, and they go into the past. And the good thing about that is that means that I get to share something else on Google+, which helicopter is annoying me. They must be looking for a criminal or something. I mean, what's going on here? The window's even shaking from that thing, it's so close. Really? I'm going to have to cut some of this out. Okay, I think you can hear me over the helicopter now. So as I was saying, what I do is the helicopter is coming back. What I do is I post these post-dated. I'm trying to get to the point where I've posted at least one thing per day for my blog, and it gives me more Google Plus shares. And because none of my friends ever share my blog posts, I have to share them myself. And you can really only Google share something once, so this is how I do it. I go out there and I get additional posts for the past. I want to fill in every day from when I started. And this is my version of Pokemon Go. I collect my own artwork. I draw. And here comes a helicopter, so I'm going to let you go there. Why don't you check out Tricia Hirschberger's channel. She can describe the rules of these blogs much better than me. I'm disgusting, wet, and sticky, and I need to go. Auf Wiedersehen.